Hi, and welcome to this episode of Play Viral. Netflix often places new movies on Netflix. This makes it sometimes quite difficult to keep track of which movies are worth watching. You should definitely see these 10 major gangster movies on Netflix. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment if you like this video. You as a viewer ensure that we can continue to make videos. 10. American Gangster. True happened, a top cast and a focus on the big money. These ingredients of the film remind us of Molly's Game, although American Gangster is really a lot more brutal. The lead roles in the crime film are played by none other than Denzel Washington and Russell Crowe. In the film, Frank Lucas takes over from his former boss, a big name in the underworld of Harlem, New York. As the new CEO, Frank is doing everything he can to make his business run smoother and does not shy away from any method to expand his empire. A striking example is the drugs he has hidden in the coffins of deceased soldiers from the Vietnam War. While Frank conducts his reign with clear precision and with the help of his family members, Detective Richie Roberts continues to track him down. 9. Public Enemies. The movie Public Enemies is from 2009 but is set in the 1930s in the United States. The country is very unsafe in these years due to the presence of gangsters who commit many crimes. The police want to significantly reduce the number of crimes. This seems more difficult than expected. John Dillinger is a notorious bank robber and murderer who doesn't just get caught. However, he and his comrades Babyface Nelson and Pretty Boy Floyd have a harder time when a new police force is created, the FBI. This group of agents led by Melvin Purvis does everything they can to arrest the gangsters. 8. Donnie Brasco. The true story-based film follows FBI agent Joe Pistone who infiltrates the New York mob. He makes several friends under the name Donnie Brasco, and soon manages to work his way up in Sonny Black's mafia family. However, the undercover work is slowly becoming too much for Pistone. His marriage is on the rocks, and the mafia thinks a mole is present. 7. King of Boys. King of Boys tells the story of Alhaja Eniola Salami, a businesswoman and philanthropist with a promising political future. She is drawn into a struggle for power which in turn threatens everything around her as a result of her growing political ambitions. To come out of this on top, she is caught up in a game of trust, not knowing whom really to look up to, and this leads to her ruthlessness. 6. Gotti. Gotti tells the true story of John Gotti, the head of the infamous Gambino mafia family. The American played by John Travolta was one of the most powerful gangsters of the last century with his empire. The reviews of this movie are anything but positive, but from your couch on Netflix, the mafia movie still seems worth considering. 5. The Irishman. Nearly 20 years after Goodfellas, Scorsese and De Niro teamed up again for this 2019 Netflix original movie. It's over 3 hours long, but it's still very watchable. It's based loosely on the real-life story of Frank Sheeran, who served in World War II and later became a truck driver. In the end, he became a hitman for the mob and was involved with the late head of the Teamsters Union, Jimmy Hoffa. When this movie was first released, much was written about how advanced technology was used to de-age De Niro and other cast members as we watch their lives from World War II to nearly the present day. Thankfully, you don't have to worry about visual effects overshadowing the story. The Irishman still works as an examination of the life of a mob hitman. 4. Scarface. Al Pacino stars as Cuban refugee Tony Montana, a Florida drug lord. The boat refugee from Cuba has managed to work his way up in his new life in the Florida cocaine circuit. Where he previously worked for others, at a certain point he decides to build his own empire. The moment he starts making really good money, the local crime fighters want to do everything they can to stop that. 3. Avengement. The film is about a prisoner who is allowed to leave prison and who dives back into life on probation. During his leave he seizes the opportunity to visit his dying mother, but unfortunately he arrives too late. She's already passed away before he can see her. Enraged, he takes the opportunity to escape from his guards and immediately resumes his criminal life. He wants to take revenge on the people responsible for problems from his past. Whether this was the right choice, you have to find out for yourself. 2. The Godfather Part II. In what is without a doubt one of the best sequels ever, Francis Ford Coppola continues his epic Godfather trilogy with this saga of 2 generations of Corleone in power. Collaborating again with writer Mario Puzo, Coppola tells two intertwined stories that play out both before and after the original. One story shows the simple Sicilian background and the rise of a young Don Vito in New York. This role is now played by Robert De Niro, who won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for this role. The other story shows the emergence of Michael as the new Don. Much of the cast of The Godfather reunites in Part 2, and Coppola has made another great movie. The film received 11 Academy Awards nominations and won 6, including Best Picture. 1. The Godfather. In Francis Ford Coppola's masterpiece, Marlon Brando was awarded an Oscar for his role as the patriarch of the Corleone family. Director Coppola paints a haunting picture of the rise and imminent demise of the Corleone family within the balance of power of organized crime in the United States. Masterfully balancing between safe family life and the filthy crime scene. Based on Mario Puzo's bestseller, this piercing, brilliant film starring the cast-iron cast of Al Pacino, James Caan and Robert Duvall was nominated for 10 Academy Awards and went on to win 3, including Best Picture in 1972. This was our top 10 best gangster movies to watch on Netflix. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment if you like this video. You as a viewer ensure that we can continue to make videos. Thank you for watching this episode.